Coming up tonight on LoOG Center, we have breaking news for a LoOG favorite that could have huge implications for not only this season, but many to come. Plus, Tom and I recap the draft from top to bottom and put each team under the pressure of the Blitz. So stay tuned, because LoOG Center is next.
Welcome to LoOG Center. We've got some breaking news. We have Jeff Scriven standing by on location. Jeff, what can you tell us?
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear me. We're in the middle of a hurricane. Can you hear me, Tom?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, we have late breaking news. We're outside the Team Evil compound in Niantic, Connecticut. Again, as I said, Hurricane Earl has just come ashore. Hopefully you're getting this. But the late breaking news, stunning revelations out of Team Evil camp. Joel, Ryan, engaged.
Well, have there been any indications lately that this was going to happen?
People had their suspicions for a while, Tom, but we didn't know it would happen now. The timing is poor at best. The start of fantasy football season, it can't be good for him keeping his focus. And I don't know. This sort of thing, it affects a team from the top to the bottom.
And is there a timetable for his return to the LoOG full time?
I believe 2012, November 2012 is the date. I believe that they're set. So, I mean, that's a good 3 years that we can pretty much assume that they're going to finish at the bottom of the barrel. You hate to see that. Again, Joel, Team Evil, a crowd favorite. And, this is like a full knee reconstruction for a running back is kind of what it's similar to. You hate to see the young ones go out like this. But hopefully he'll make a full recovery and be back in 2012. Okay,
Jeff. Well, stay safe and stay dry.
I'll try. Thanks. See you in the studio.
Welcome back to LoOG Center. I am still your commissioner, Thomas Offen. Next to me is the defending champion, Jeff Rivets.
Thanks, Tom. It's good to be back. Good to be inside and dry. As I reported outside, it's ridiculous. Hurricane Earl blowing in. Death count 0. I think right now it's still 0. So that's good. That's good. But more important things, it's time for LoOG Center and your weekly update with what's going on in the LoOG.
So without further ado, let's start the Blitz.
All right, here we go. I'll start us off. Tom, hits and misses on the Blitz. The F-Bombers.
F-Bombers struck gold with their running backs and wide receivers, but their QBs kind of suck. So that's a miss.
Miss on the QBs.
Miss.
Right.
They've got Matthew Stafford and Trent Edwards. You're not going to win any LoOG championships with that combo, my friends.
Don't think so. Gothenburg Vikings, hits and misses. Hits. You can never go wrong with Chris Johnson at your running back. And Jeremy Maclin for the Eagles should be having a breakout year this year. Misses. He's got guys on his team named Beanie, Dez, Kenny, and Mercedes. I don't like it. Those are big misses.
Oof, those do sound like big misses. Team Evil hit with Aaron Rodgers. That was their first choice at QB. He's a fantasy points machine. Unfortunately, he missed with Reggie Bush and some other schmuck, Lawrence Maroney. No schmuckness intended. But you know what? My grandma can run faster than those two bozos. I don't like his running back core at all.
No, Maroney's deep on the pine this year. Team Jacob hits. Sean Green could have a big season for the New York Jets if he stays healthy. You can you can never count out the immortal. And at this point, I think he might be immortal, Brett Favre. Misses, not really much depth at the wideout position. You got San Antonio Holmes, who's going to be a 4-game suspension for substance abuse. And Sidney Rice, who God knows how long he's going to be out because he's hurt somehow. So, yeah, don't like that. Don't like it at all.
Ray Finkle's boys had a very fine draft, a solid team overall, and led by BC boy Matt Ryan. Unfortunately, I do not like his wide receiving core. He's not going to get a lot out of Brandon Marshall, Santana Moss, or some guy named Malcolm Floyd? What? Miss.
Responsible Lobster, managed by league stalwart Jay Widstrom. All right, let's go to the hits. Has some old but trusted wide receivers with Chad Johnson and Bruce's brother Reggie Wayne. Unfortunately, misses. Who the hell is Legadou Nene? Nene? I don't know who the hell that is. And the backup running backs, Brandon Jackson, Larry Johnson, they could be pretty deep on the depth chart, so they might not get any points this season.
Stepdads, they had a big draft where they drafted a lot of former fantasy studs, such as Tom Brady, Marquise Colston, Maurice Jones-Drew, and Jason Witten. Unfortunately, it's not 2008 anymore, guys. Although Brady's numbers were down in 2008. Misses, he's carrying 5 running backs and no QB, no backup QB.
Interesting move.
So if Brady goes down, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble.
Prestige Worldwide hits may have the deepest wide receiver trio in the league. Moss, Meacham, and Mike Wallace from the Steelers poised to have big years. And Peyton Manning, who I'm told is good. So those are going to be his hits. Misses. Might be tough getting points out of his running back positions this year. He's got Joseph Adai, who's an injury waiting to happen, and Marion Barber, who's splitting time in Dallas. Oh yeah, and 2 kickers? I don't know about that.
What up with that?
Tom, tell us about the Cock Ringos.
The Cock Ringos, 2 words. Drew Brees. That's a hit, my friend. Misses. Just like the Stepdads, he's not carrying a backup quarterback. Also, some guy named Arian Foster is his second running back. Not his backup, his second running back. I see some problems there, but I think they'll have a good year overall.
Sugar Hill Gang. Hits. Big hits. Eli Manning and Greg Jennings, solid producers every week. You can count on them for getting you a lot of points. Wes Welker could have a big bounce back year. All hits. Misses. Frank Gore. And then that's about it for your running backs. Yeah, some of them even only 3rd down backs that you have in there. Not a lot of points coming out of that. And also, what happens if Wes Welker doesn't have a bounce back year? So yeah, those are the misses.
Slobber knockers. The slobber knockers. They drafted the Baltimore defense. That was good.
That's good.
That was a hit. As for misses, there are many, I'm afraid to report. Their 10th and 11th round picks, Montonio Hardesty and Donnie Avery, are now both out for the year. It seems the slobber knockers are star-crossed for this 2010 season. On top of that, they also have Byron Leftwich, who just recently suffered a mild sprain in his right or left knee, one of his knees, and he's going to be out for a little bit too. So, nothing against the slobber knockers. It just seems like they're on the wrong side of Lady Luck this year.
Not good. To Smithfield Slugs. Love, love, love Roddy White, Rashad Mendenhall this year. Huge fantasy years for the 2 of them. Matt Castle's a solid number 2 quarterback, and Ronnie Brown, if he's healthy, always dangerous. Misses. You better hope Jay Cutler has a better than 1-to-1 ratio with touchdowns to QB. To QBs.
Interceptions?
Interceptions is what I'm looking for. Not a good number for a quarterback. And you got 2 wideouts from the Seahawks. Good luck with that. And yeah, Ronnie Brown's not going to stay healthy. So unfortunately, those are some pretty big misses. Holy one.
A great quarterback combo for touchdown Jesus this year. They have both Tony Romo and Chasing Campbell. Now, some people are a little bit down on Campbell playing for the Raiders this year instead of the Redskins, but I tend to still like him. I think he's a good find. Also, he's got a great running back core, so that's a big hit for touchdown Jesus. As for misses, his wide receiving core could use some work. He has the Steven Smith, the older, broken arm, flappy Steven Smith that plays for the Carolina Panthers. And he also has Bernard Berrien and Steve Breston. I don't know if you can expect a lot of production out of that wide receiving core.
Yeah, Steve Smith, I think, is 41 this year. So, plain nasty. Andre Johnson, stud. Kevin Kolb, LaShawn McCoy could have huge upside potential, as they say. And Keller, the tight end for the Jets, could be a sleeper fantasy pick this year and get some pretty solid numbers for you. Misses. Again, 2 kickers? I don't understand this concept of carrying 2 kickers. The Miami defense, good luck with that. If you're counting on them to get you points, keep counting. And Larry Fitzgerald, he might have Jeff George thrown to him by week 4. So might not be the normal production you'd see out of Larry Fitzgerald here.
Sterling Archer, a very solid team. They drafted Joe Flacco, Miles Austin, and Ryan Matthews this year. It's going to be tough to beat that trio. So that's a big hit. Miss! Miles Austin only had -2 rushing yards last year. So if you're looking to him for rushing support, you better look somewhere else.
The Chubby Funster. Big hits for the Chubby Funster with his quarterback, his starting running back, and his starting wideout with Matt Schaub, Adrian Peterson, and Anquan Bolden. Can't go wrong with any of them. Should get you loads of points every week. Vinyasa Shitcan, I think I'm saying that right, is the tight end for the Minnesota Vikings. Again, a lot of points going to come from him because I think he's the only guy Brett Favre has to throw to at this point. So big pluses there. Misses. Giants defense could be in for a bit of a long season. And if you think their season is going to be long, Buffalo's is going to be even longer.
Buffalo had a lot of interceptions, all right? Leave me alone.
Hayward Bay is a 3rd wide receiver. Ouch. And Ted Ginn. Ted Ginn? Are you just trying to make me angry?
I believe I said during the draft that this pick's for you, bud.
Yes.
Ted Ginn Jr.
What a guy. He's a great player for the Dolphins.
Okay, so that's it. That's the Blitz.
That is the Blitz.
You've been blitzed. Okay, so we've got week 1 coming up. Let's quickly review the matchups.
All right.
For the first game, we have Chubby Funster versus the Stepdads. I obviously like Chubby Funster.
I'm going to go with you on that one.
All right. Next team, we got Smithfield Slugs playing Team Jacob.
Slugs.
I'm taking Slugs. Slobber Knockers versus the F Bombers.
An early round toilet bowl. I'm gonna go with the Slobber Knockers.
Wow. I am obviously not going with Slobber Knockers.
Any upset?
Our point system is projecting this to be 66-67 in favor of F Bombers. So I'm going with the computer. I'm saying F Bombers. Sterling Archer versus Ray Finkel's boys.
I gotta go with Sterling Archer here. I think, come on. They're outmatched.
I'm also going with Sterling Archer, and this is a preview of the rivalry week game.
Indeed.
Coming week 10. All right, next game up, we have Plain Nasty versus the Gothenburg Vikings.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I just like them in the matchup.
Yeah, this is
I don't know what the points are.
Barring some sort of strange substitution, it's going to be Vikings by many points. The Cock Ringos versus Team Evil.
The recent developments with Joel really brings up some questions. Can he keep his team together? Keep him motivated? I'm going to go with the upset, Cock Ringos.
I also like Cock Ringos. Have we gone the same way every time, except for F?
I think we might have. Although I'm looking at the Gothenburg Vikings, and they're only favored by 1 point over Plain Nasty.
All right, we got Sugar Hill Gang versus Responsible Lobster.
I'm going to go Sugar Hill Gang.
Nice. I am going with Sugar Hill Gang as well. And finally, our last matchup of the week, we have Touchdown Jesus versus Prestige Worldwide. 2 teams that we both like quite a bit.
2 powerhouse teams. I think Prestige Worldwide is going to kick it off in a big way. I think they're going to get the win in week number 1. I think that's how it's going to go.
Never bet it against Jesus, except for football. I like Prestige Worldwide. Big.
Lead Pipe lock of the week.
Yes.
You heard it here first.
So that's it. Week 1 coming up. It's going to be very exciting. I am your commissioner, Tom Offen.
I'm the defending champion, Jeff Ribbons.
And this has been Luke Center.
See you next week.